Are you recording me?
Yes, we are recording you
So why am I being recorded?
because there are thousands of dollars being billed to Medicaid that people say is fraud.
This is the crazy story of how our investigation uncovered a family fraud syndicate, bilking taxpayers out of millions of dollars, even billing Medicaid to help find homes for people who were dead. By the end of this story, you'll see FBI surveillance, a wild, ill-fated fourth-story balcony escape jump, and we'll track stolen money to Kenya, where it was used to buy luxury real estate.
Hey, Mr. Adao, AJ Legault from KARE 11. I need to ask you some questions because we're hearing about clients that are saying you're fraudulently billing Medicaid in their name.
Yes, sir.
Well, what do you have to say about that?
I mean, everything's being done properly.
This is Asada Dow, and the BMW driving businessman wasn't doing everything, or maybe even anything, properly. When we walked up to Assad, we were about to expose his company. Leo Human Services had billed for $2.7 million worth of fraudulent Medicaid claims to the Housing Stabilization Services, or HSS program, supposedly helping homeless people find a safe place to live. We'd already uncovered forged records, fake billing, and clients like Rachel Lean.
I had never heard of this company. I never met with them.
And Stephen Smith, whose Medicaid was billed for help they never got.
I never met with him. I've never even seen him.
There we go.
We tried to contact Assad, but he never responded. Needing answers, we started staking out his home and his business. It was time
Your company ever fraudulently billed?
to ask our questions in person.
We've been asking you to talk. You have clients who say that their name's being forged on these assessments, and this one certainly was.
It was not forged. Nothing's forged.
I did not sign this legal document.
Well, then how come it says that client Stephen Smith signed this document? In the metadata, it shows he did not.
Our forensic analysis of the document metadata found someone named Watts Haneen actually signed Stephen's name.
Who's Watsonin?
I don't know who Watani is.
Well, did you sign this document?
I'm not the consultation agency.
Well, your name is on here, and it says you signed it,
Yeah, I signed it, but I'm not the
but you
consultation
didn't
agency.
sign it. It says that Asada Dow's name was signed by Watsonin.
But my name is Assad. I'm not Watani.
Then you didn't sign this document?
I signed that document, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, quick behind-the-scenes moment that makes me laugh every time I see it.
That is our producer Kelly, running to grab another angle as we held our unscheduled interview with Assad in front of his BMW.
Did you buy this car with all the money you're billing taxpayers?
What do you mean? I went to school.
Did you buy this car with all the money you're billing taxpayers?
I didn't buy this car, but you guys asking too many questions, all right?
We definitely had lots of questions, and soon, so would the FBI. Following our reports, agents raided Assad's house, where he lived with his parents and younger brother. Then, he was federally charged with wire fraud.
Assad Ahmed Adao, the owner of Leo Human Services, is being charged for his role in the scheme.
The charges laid out more details about how Leo Human Services used artificial intelligence to document these fake client notes.
Remember that BMW? The federal indictment said it was leased using stolen taxpayer cash.
Assad quickly pleaded guilty, but we still had questions for the now admitted fraudster.
How many vulnerable people did you leave sitting in a snowbank so you could line your own pockets? How did you and your brother get involved in this HSS scheme? We asked that question because his brother, Anwar Adao, ran another shell HSS company called Liberty Plus.
Liberty Plus advertised in bus stops and gas station bathrooms to sign up clients like Julie Kiros, living homeless through a Minnesota winter.
And to wake up freezing ice cold and having to go outside and pee, and you can't move because you're so damn cold, it sucks.
Instead of actually helping clients like Julie find housing, Liberty Plus just fraudulently billed Medicaid in their name.
Barely surviving, and then to be waiting and just being filled with hope. Like, oh, we're gonna get you housing, we're gonna get you housing any day, and you thinking, you're sitting in there in the cold thinking, okay, any day now. And that any day never comes.
Liberty Plus's website was a real red flag. Just stock images of employees, all curiously named caregiver names. Little brother Anwar was also indicted for $1.2 million in fraudulent billing and pleaded guilty in federal court.
Remember that raid of the brothers' Blaine home?
Federal agents uncovered stacks of cash hidden under bedroom mattresses, in safes, and a suitcase beneath the stairs.
How much money did you move overseas?
We'll tell you why we asked that question in a minute.
But first, the family fraud affair doesn't end with the brothers. Neither does the Blaine home connection.
A man named Muhammad Omar was arrested at that Blaine family home. Muhammad billed $3.7 million in fraudulent claims. Even, get this, for helping find housing for someone who was already dead. His HSS company, North Home Health, had also been the subject of our investigation.
Hi, my name's AJ Legault. I'm from KARE 11. Is Muhammad Omar here?
No.
We need to speak with him about allegations that people's names are being forged on housing assessment documents.
Okay. Sorry, I just work here.
Can you call him and ask him to come in? Or is there a manager here?
No, but I can call one.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
We waited and waited
Hello?
and waited. I tried calling.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Clearly, we weren't going to get our questions answered at North Home.
All right, please have Mr. Omar call us. I'm leaving my card. We have serious questions about why clients are having their names forged onto legal documents.
Why would I say that I'm Stephen Jr. Smith? Well, my middle name is actually Stephen Dwayne Smith.
The forged client files also connected Omar and North Home to Leo Human Services and Assad. So we asked him.
What's your connection to North Home?
They're just a consulting agency that we partner with.
Are they related to you?
No.
How come the man who runs it has a business that's also registered at your home in Blaine?
Because we know of each other, but we're not. We're just agency partners.
That was not true, because Muhammad Omar is not just a business partner, he's Assad's cousin.
This is FBI surveillance footage of younger brother Anwar helping his limping cousin Mohammed inside the family home. The reason limping Mohammed needed help? Because when FBI agents initially came looking for him at his apartment, he jumped off a fourth-story balcony, broke his leg, pogo-sticked his way through the garage, and fled in a getaway car, sparking a federal manhunt.
He is currently on the run. We need your help.
Mohammed drove to the Blaine family home, where his cousin helped him inside to hide, while the FBI, which had staked out the place, watched. Remember this question?
How much money did you move overseas?
There was a reason we asked. Both Assad and his cousin used their fraud to invest in real estate in Kenya. Shortly after we paid that visit to Mohammed's office,
Excuse me, is somebody coming to speak with us?
FBI records show he wired millions of Kenya shillings overseas to buy luxury real estate in this high-rise in Nairobi, out of reach of the U.S. government.
Every corner of this residence speaks sophistication.
From dreams of living in sophistication to facing years of incarceration.
The brothers Adaw and cousin Mohammed all pleaded guilty to fraud and are awaiting sentencing, which will be determined by a federal judge. I'm going to end this story by letting one of their victims tell you what she thinks should be their sentence.
And I think the people that are doing that should have to spend a whole winter homeless outside like everybody else has to, just so they can learn a lesson.